loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. Today's tutorial is going to be on this E.L.F. One Brand Challenge. So for this look, I used 100% E.L.F. products, from the foundation to the blush, the highlighter, even the brushes are all E.L.F. I really wanted to stay true to the spirit of the challenge. So even when certain things didn't work for me, I just kind of made them work, but you'll see that in the video. So I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please be sure to hit that thumbs up and please remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. So let's get started. The first product that I'm going to be putting on my face is the E.L.F. Poreless Primer. So we're just going to apply this in the areas where we get, oily or we have sort of large pores. Oh, it feels nice and soft on the skin. Okay. All right, I see you. Ooh, okay. We're gonna move right into foundation. Now I picked up 3 different foundations because I just, I wasn't sure which was gonna work for me. I picked up the darkest one in the 3 different formats that they have. So I recently had a breakout on my forehead, on my chin. I normally don't break out, but I think like I put some body oils on my face accidentally, and so I'm still dealing with that. So when I saw that E.L.F. had a acne fighting foundation, I was like, yo, that's gonna be really good for me. And this is in the color Coffee. It is the darkest color that they had there. But let's just go ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand so we can see if the color, I don't think that color is it right there. Okay, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Let's try it on. Whoa. Okay, that is way too light. And that is the darkest color that they have. So we're gonna pass on that and we're gonna try the next one. Okay, so E.L.F. Acne Foundation, if you are my skin tone or darker, it's not gonna work for you. It's just not. Okay, moving on to the E.L.F. Oil-Free SPF Foundation. And this is in the color Cocoa. And again, it was the darkest shade that they had. So this is what it looks like in the bottle. It already looks a little light, but sometimes, the bottle can be deceptive. So I was like, let me try it. So I put a squirt of that on the back of my hand. A little darker than the other one, a little warmer too, but still really light. Let's try it on the neck. Yeah, that's light. So that's not gonna work. So now that's 2 foundations down. So the last thing that I picked up was this E.L.F. foundation palette. This is in the medium dark, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It kind of looks promising. I swatched it a little bit. It's still kind of light, but we're gonna work with it. So I'm just gonna pick up the color that looks the darkest, which is this color in my opinion. I might combine these 2 on the bottom. Boy, all right, it still seems pretty light, but we're gonna make it work. My hope is that it oxidizes darker. We apply for buildable cover. So we're gonna try to build it up for sure. I wonder if I should just blend it out with this brush that I'm using right now. You know what I'm saying? Like paint it on, see how that works. I don't like it. I'm gonna go in and pick up this E.L.F. They call it a powder brush, but it's, it kind of looks like a kabuki brush to me. And I'm gonna use that to stipple the foundation into my skin. I'm going to go in with another layer or 2 because I really like my foundations to be full coverage. And right now, I'm not living that full coverage life at all. This is my first time ever using E.L.F. foundation. And I'm just going to bounce it around. And I feel like it just gives a really smooth appearance. I am going to contour my face. Now I didn't see any contour shade that would work for my skin tone, but we're just gonna get a little creative. We're gonna use the E.L.F. Lock and Liner in a brow cream, and this is in the color Espresso. There it is right there. That's what it looks like. It looks really dark. I'm really impressed actually. So I'm excited to use it for my brows, but for right now, we're gonna use it to contour. I have a hard enough time finding a contour shade to work for me, so this is just a little trick that I do sometimes. I just use like a liner or, an eyebrow powder because those tends to be on the darker side. You gotta get creative, especially when it comes to drugstore items. You're not always gonna find, the things that you need in your shades, so you just have to work. And look at that. It actually shows up and you push upwards as opposed to downwards. So it gives your cheekbones that uplifted appearance. Okay, we're contoured. All right, so moving on to concealing and highlighting. I picked up the E.L.F. HD Lift-In Concealer, and this is in the color Medium. Comes with a little tube. Oh my goodness. I want to stay true to the challenge, which is using one brand. So we're gonna have to make this work. Again, these were the darkest colors that I could find. I didn't just pick these because I was like, I'm medium. No, I picked these because these are the darkest colors. When it comes to drugstore brands, you know, sometimes you got to go for the darkest color they have. I do like the applicator. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, that blended out nicely. All right, okay. I'm gonna go in with that foundation brush, just so you know. Blend everything together. Okay, I'm gonna go back with a little bit more on my forehead. Now that I see that I'm not gonna look crazy, I'm gonna amp it up a bit because I do like a nice highlight. Let's get those edges blended out. It's not the most full coverage. I mean, I didn't apply a lot, but still, could be a little bit more. But I like it. It blends out really nicely. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. Ooh, look how that looks so lifted over here. So now I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting underneath my cheekbones just to really make that cheekbone pop. And just look how that makes that cheekbone so much sharper. Ooh, that contour is popping. Let's go ahead and set our face. I'm going to use my E.L.F. HD Corrective Yellow Powder. It's a really fine powder. And make sure you set the sides of your nose too. So I'm going to bake with this, and while that's going on, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. All right, so I did one brow off camera, and you guys, this might be my new favorite brow product. Like, it's so soft and creamy, and it glides on so smooth. It's really pigmented, it's dark. I find that a lot of times with sort of these brow gels, they're not dark enough. Like, they're good for the front of my brows where I have hair, but I don't have any hairs over here. So it's like, it ends up looking lighter. But this, for some reason, just works. And this is in the color Espresso. This is the lock-on liner in Brow Cream. So I'm just using the E.L.F. angle brush to outline my brows, and then I'm just going in and filling them in. Okay, this brow. Whew, this is what happens when you try to do your brow on camera. It comes out looking crazy. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Because these brows aren't even in the same family right now. All right, I need to do something about these brows. Stat. So I'm going to grab another E.L.F. angle brush in that HD concealer. So now I'm going to dust off this powder on my face, and we're going to move on to the eyes. I feel like I should just complete my face just so I can kind of get a vibe for what I'm going to do with the eyes before I move on to anything else. So I'm going to do some blush, some highlight, and some bronze, if I can pull it off. Can I pull it off? We'll see. You guys know I really like this E.L.F. blush palette in dark, and I've never used this as a bronzer, but I'm gonna try it today. And I'm gonna use the E.L.F. angled blush brush to do this. Down. Oh, that's nice. That was right. That will work as a... Ooh, that's pigmented. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. Okay, I see you. I see you, pigment. We're going to work that out later because it's not bad. It just needs to be diffused a little bit. Might have went overboard with the bronzer. I take this E.L.F. complexion brush and I'm just going to buff it out. Like moving foundation and all types of things. Oh my goodness. 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 This needs to look good by the time that I'm done. You feel me? So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay. E.L.F. One Brand Challenge. You are trying me today. So I'm gonna do something a little crazy. I'm gonna put some foundation right here. Cause I'm not gonna go out like that. I go in with that E.L.F. powder brush and my yellow powder. And I'm gonna dust that very lightly because this stuff tends to move. that has accomplished two things. It has toned down the bronzer and it has covered sort of that shifting foundation and all those things going on. So let's move on to this eye. I am going to prime my eyes using the E.L.F. HD Concealer. A little dab will do ya. That's enough. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. This is just going to, you know, sort of give you a neutral base. It's going to give your eyeshadow something to stick to. So now we're just going to set that with that makeup wedge and that E.L.F. powder. And I'm just going to dust the excess off using that E.L.F. complexion brush. And I'm going to be using the J.Glow by Aina E.L.F. collaboration eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be picking up sort of this warm brown color on this brush. I'm going to blend that all through my crease and transition area. You want to focus most of the color in the crease and then work your way around to the outer corner and to the inner corner. So now I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. Smudge Pot, and this is in the color Brownie Points. This is what it looks like right here. So I'm just going to pick it up with my finger and I'm going to pat it, working from the center of my eyes, and I'm going to work outwards. You don't want to take it up here when you work outwards. You want to go downwards, you know, towards the base of your eye. And now we're going to go back into that J.Glow palette by Aina. We're going to pick up this shimmery, warm gold bronzy color on our finger. And we're going to pop that in the center and we're going to do the same thing. Pop it in the center and then work it outwards. We're going to go in with the E.L.F. Jet Black Liquid Eyeliner. I'm just going to go through what I did on my lower lash line one more time. I took my E.L.F. mini blending brush and I took that brown shade and I'm just smudging that on my lower lash line and creating a new inner eye corner as I reach the inner third of my eye. This is my favorite way to do my lower lash line because it just makes the eyes look really open and bright, which I don't really like to close off my eyes. I feel like the bigger the better. And then I'm going to take the E.L.F. Small Precision Brush and this shade right here. I'm going to pop that in my tear duct as well as the new inner eye corner that I just created. Now I'm going to apply the lashes. These are from the Dramatic Lash Kit. I've already applied the glue. And I kind of waited about, it says to wait about 30 to 60 seconds. I probably waited a little longer. I learned from experience. And we're just going to pop these on. Since I forgot to get any mascara, I'm going to go in with my E.L.F. liquid liner and I'm just going to add some dots on my lower lash line to mimic lashes. Oh my goodness, this lash is refusing to lay down. I'm going to go in with a highlighter. I'm going to use this Sunkissed Glow bronzer from E.L.F. I'm going to take it on an E.L.F. fan brush. Soft. I'm going to take the E.L.F. Professional Foundation brush. I'm going to pick up some of that highlighter right on the side of it. I'm going to highlight my brow bone. For blush, I'm going to go into my E.L.F. blush palette in dark and I'm going to use this pinky shade right up top. I'm going to take that on an E.L.F. complexion brush. I'm highlighting the tip of my nose and down the bridge, as well as my Cupid's bow. For my lips, I'm going to go in with this E.L.F. Shimmer Lip Gloss, and this is in the color Believe. I do feel like the lips are a little, you know, basic. So we need to zhuzh it up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this E.L.F. matte lip color, and it's in the color Praline. Just to get a little bit more coverage. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really pretty. To finish up the look, I'm going to go in with my E.L.F. Matte Magic Mist and Set Setting Spray. This is just going to melt all the powders into my skin and hopefully just, you know, bring everything together. I do not love this spray. Like, I'm not sure where it's going because I feel like it got everywhere except my face. I don't know what's happening with this. But there we go. The look is complete. I'm going to come back with my hair done and maybe a new shirt. Alright my loves, that completes this one brand tutorial using all E.L.F. products. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and please remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching and until next time, have a marvelous day.